Hello everybody, my name is Lydia. If you do not already know that, I have a out of season candy cane. Well, it is July. Some people have Christmas in July. I don't even celebrate Christmas, so I don't know why I just like a good candy cane. And I have a headache today, and I've heard, is that true that mint helps headaches, or is it true that they help nausea? I don't remember. But today I am going to be talking about some of my goals that I have not yet shared on any of my platforms. I've been feeling it in my spirit lately that I should be declaring and putting my goals out there into the world more, and declaring them and having faith that they will be done, and praying in faith that they will be done. You guys know that I did that before, and I got super specific, and every single thing happened. I've talked about that a couple of times. My TikTok, my lemonade, maybe even on here. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on here too. Every single one of those things happened, and it was pretty crazy, pretty wild. It's still one of the most shocking things that I've experienced. And I've been thinking a lot about that experience recently as well. And I've retold that story a lot recently too, like just recounting everything that happened to me and how incredible that was, and that really has been impacting me and inspiring me to do the same now. So what is it that I have as my goals? I have several goals, a lot of things that I've had as a goal for years, and I think I'll get into that. The big main goal that I know is going to happen, I've had confirmation. I know that will be done for me. I know all of this will be done for me if that is what I so choose and seek, but some of them are less fledged out than others. So let's jump right into my big main goal. My big main goal is to move back to my favorite place in the world. I haven't been up there since getting out of mold and having to move away. But there is a certain place that is very magical to me and special to my heart, and that is my home. It is my home up there. And so that is where I will be going. And I'm so excited for that. So excited for that. With that, I will be living and finding 40 acres of land. 40 acres just seems like a good amount of land. It just seems like a good amount of land, especially for all of the goals that I have in my future, right? Because I'm thinking long term. This is a place that I want to set my anchor, set my roots, set my tree of life roots into. This is going to be my home base. And I won't be uprooted from this place. Like, this is going to be my home base. And just knowing that that's, my goal, knowing that I need a place like that, I just think that I would like something that helps me and my family expand no matter what opportunity comes our way, no matter what inspires us. And I think when you have a good amount of acreage, you can play around with it a lot, So any goal that you have, any future endeavor can be done. So on that acreage, it is a necessity that I have some sort of stream or river. Like, now I don't want a huge river. I'm thinking a smaller river or a little a stream that's ever flowing. And I'm also excited for that, because that type of water source is so inspiring to me. It's something that I always seek to when when my heart just needs to stop and ponder and just spend time alone. So that's like on my list. I think a little pond as well, somewhere on the 40 acres. So yeah, and my home is going to be made of straw bale and cordwood. And I'm excited for that. I'm really excited to delve into using cob as a structure and a material to build off of, so my flooring can actually help me ground, my walls can breathe. I'm super passionate about earth and building, and straw bale can be done in colder climates. You could also probably do, well, there's a couple of different things that you probably could do if you wanted to make one in a colder climate, but I think straw bale seems like a really good option. And I want cordwood elements, sort of as like a faux brick, you know, because I love the way cordwood looks, and it as a material is amazing to me. I think that'd be really magical, and I'm excited for that. There are also other elements, specific elements that I have in my head for my house. Notably a living roof element. It has to have a living roof element. And copper, an element of copper. For me personally, I don't want a huge house. I want a cottage. And because it's straw bale and using earth and materials, it can be something that can be expanded on as my life grows and increases. So I'm really so excited for that. And that's my bigger goal that I have. With that, would like to homestead. So I'm gonna have ducks. Ducks are some of my favorites. You guys know that's why my prayer about the white Pekin ducks that did come into fruition last time was so huge to me, because I love ducks so much. And so that's going to be big. I do think chickens are good too, just with how many eggs I really do use. I think that would be good to have chickens and ducks. There's actually a lot of farm animals that I would love. I really love donkeys. Their nature is amazing to me. I am excited to have one for, how long do they live? Like 40 years, 40 some odd years, sometimes 50. I would be over the moon to have a donkey live that long and be with me that long. I think that'd be so amazing. And so 2 mini donkeys is what I see. And I love sheep. Sheep are another one of my favorite animals, especially the Valley black-nosed sheep. I know they're a little rarer, but they're my dream sheep, and so I will have them. And I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that. Yeah. What else? I think having a farm stand, like a little mini farm stand, would be awesome, especially with, thankfully, where my home is. We can totally do a barter is not the right word. It's sort of like what's that word when you can rely on your neighbor, or you can rely on each other, those stands that are kind of not by donation, but you can just kind of trust people to leave the money. I forget what that's called, but that's how I like to live. It's even my roots. My roots are like that. I love that whole aspect. $5 bundle of wood, and they trust that you'll pay the $5, or get a pumpkin, get some apples at the side of the road, and you put your little money in the bin. I think that's great. I've always loved things like that, and I would love to have that in the heart of the town, even though I'll be probably on the outskirts of it, but in the heart of the town, that's what I would like. And then in the bigger city, now we're branching out into my other goals, because that's my main heart goal. Branching out into my other goals now. I would like a little store, a little store downtown. I really would. I would just really love a little funky store, little relics, little whatnot, little who knows, you know, that sells my art, it sells our findings, because my mom and I love to go picking, we love to go antiquing, and love to go to thrift stores, and we are just a creative bunch by nature. I grew up like that, just like, ooh, this could be turned into something else, you know, let's think outside the box as to what this could be. And I just think I would really love that. I could sell like my books that I write in there as well. Just anything that I set my heart on, I can sell it in there. Sell my fiber arts that would be made from yarn from my sheep, and also from my my Yakutian Laika, because I would love a Yakutian Laika one day. I will have a Yakutian Laika one day. Which also brings me back to my my cottage. My cottage is going to have, we're going to make a trail on our acreage so I can go hiking, walking, bike joring, ski joring, Kenny Cross with my dog. That's very important to me to have that. Make a little trail that goes around. But yeah, so those are some of my goals that I have. Writing books, those are I love writing, but writing has always been like a very important art form to me. Create an album using sounds from both plants and the nature in our region, because we live in the beautiful Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Super stunning. I would like to showcase more of that. Albums with bird sounds as well, recording that. I think that would be incredible. Yeah, also with that, hold on, I had a thought. With that, what I'm doing right now, this is also a huge goal of mine, TikTok and YouTube. This is like one of my bigger base goals that I've had for forever. And I'm excited to really perpetuate this, or not perpetuate, you know, push this forward. Ignore my my difficulty coming up with words. My headache is still bothering me, but I would love to focus on my YouTube channel as one of my main income streams, because I love YouTube. I love the medium of YouTube. I love talking to a group of people and using film as a medium. I think this is an incredible art form, and this is an incredible way to get a message out there and find like-minded people. I think that's just all in one an amazing thing. And so YouTube, also TikTok. Yeah. I also would really like to do something to help and better the mold space, the mold toxicity space, because I'm still in the groups. You know, I'm not very active in the groups anymore, because they can be quite glum. At least when I was in them, they were quite glum. And as I'm getting better, as I'm healing, it's hard to go back and put myself in those spaces. So I would really like to do something to better that community. And by doing so, I think even just me healing and showcasing how the stark contrast of my life. You know, I went from being debilitated by mold toxicity, and also periods of being homeless, you know, not directly related, but also kind of related to that. And now I'm getting better and better all the time, you know. I'm even able to come on here and declare a lot of my big goals, knowing that they will come to fruition, and that's incredible. And yeah, so I would really like to help better these spaces, and even if that means just by me being me and me flourishing and accomplishing these big goals that I have, being this testament to people, like, it can be done. It can be. I was debilitated by it, by that sickness, that illness that so many people are going through. But these groups, they're expanding and they're growing, and that breaks my heart to my core. But yeah. But these are the things, you know. These are some of the things that I declare, and I'm excited to have them happen. I also would love a Land Rover Defender and a Suzuki, either or and at different points. I don't know. That one I haven't fully fledged, but I do know ultimately I want a Land Rover Defender, even if that means I have a little Suzuki running around my property as my little zip around cruising thing. And these are, you know, these are goals, you know, making them, declaring them. And I love Land Rover Defenders. Now, hey, I don't want one of them, and it'd be okay if I did, but I don't want one of them $150,000 perfect looking, pristine. I want one of them beaten up ones. Those sound rickety, and I want to actually take it off-roading. You know what I mean? I want my dogs in the back. I want to be cruising. I want to go up the terrain and get myself out of a ditch. Like, that's what I want. But I just think they look so cool. They're stunning. And they're kind of these giant tanks. Like, they're huge. You know, they can take you, your family, your dogs, your friends' kids. Like, like, it's just, I love that. I love that so much. Go cruising around in them. Also, I really want a schoolie. That's a mini schoolie is huge for me. That's another one of my bigger goals too, is like, I want a schoolie so I can go picking in, so I can go, you know, rummaging in. I can go, if I see a giant armoire somewhere on the side of the road, I can just go pick it up. I don't, you know, I can also travel longer distances. I want it to, like, be able to be functional as a traveling vehicle too. Because I freaking love schoolies. I think they're great for that type of thing. You know? I love them, I really do. And I think the customization aspect of it could be a lot of fun. Yeah. And it can fit, yet again, it can fit everybody and their mom, you know. So, that's another huge goal of mine. I also know full well that I am destined to do something even bigger, own a bigger company or something that is going to, I think this might be tied to the mold toxicity thing, but it's going to be a bigger company that maybe sells some product that's very useful, and I don't really know what that is yet. And it's going to be around for my entire life and for generations after me. Like, I really envision it being something substantial and here to stay, and something that leaves something far greater than I am. But I don't quite know what that company will be yet. It's taking shape, it's taking form, and it's building up. I also would like to sing. I'm not the greatest singer. I used to sing a lot when I was a kid. Not that I was necessarily good. But I enjoy singing, and I love the theatrics of, like, a music video. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I used to watch Trisha Paytas a lot, and I related to her in a lot of those aspects, where she would come up with this idea, this music video, this something, and create it and have it come to fruition, and she would have the set design and the amazing video, like, movie level production for this song. And I think that that's, like, something very beautiful. I don't know if I'd want it to be, you know, like that. I mean, we have very different tastes, right? Me and Trisha Paytas, but I do love, and I think in concepts like that. I think in concepts of movies and music videos and theatrical production and costumery, and all of that sparks my heart with absolute joy. And so I would love to learn how to sing and maybe play an instrument. I will play an instrument at some point in my life. And I just think that that'd be a lot of fun to be able to create music that does convey a message, especially since I've been through a lot and I have a lot of thoughts ruminating in here, and music and writing has always been two major things that have been within me always. And so I think creating some sort of music video, singing, some sort of production like that, and posting it for you all, I think that would be amazing. So these are my goals. There are more. I'm sure I could go on about more and more goals, but these are some of the ones that I'm declaring and I'm putting out here. And I might make more of these, who knows? Who knows? But that is it for today. Bye-bye.